The eye of all the world, the ancients called it. The heart of a lost empire that had lasted for 1,000 years and more. Saint Sophia, the Church of the Divine Wisdom. This was their crowning glory, the glory of Byzantium.
A huge part of any culture's identity is religion and the place where it's practiced, the church. Byzantine churches in origin came from their architects taking inspiration from Roman architecture and temples, as well as the central plan religious buildings, to create their own style of much more cross-planned church, with a square center and 4 equal-sized arms. But what made their style most unique was the use of large dome-shaped ceilings. These domes had to be supported by one of the 2 devices used by Byzantines. The squinch, which would be an arc in each corner of the square center building, which essentially turned into an octagon-shaped room, or the pendentive, which were triangle-shaped segments of a circle that filled the corners of the ceiling where they would support the dome roof. Byzantine churches were highly decorated with marble columns, marble inlay, mosaics, and of course gold. A great example of the Byzantine church is the Hagia Sophia in modern-day Istanbul. In use the pendentive method to give support to its huge 105-foot dome, and also, as previously stated, used marble columns on its sides not just for decoration but to give support to the churches.
One of the most known pieces of architecture of the Byzantine Empire is the Hippodrome in the capital of Constantinople. The Hippodrome was first built in the 3rd century under the Roman Emperor Septimius Severus. The Hippodrome was a rectangular shape with a curved end. It was approximately 400 meters long and 200 meters wide, with one lap covering 300 meters. In the center of the Hippodrome was a central island. This island was covered with various artworks, such as sculptures of Greek heroes and other artwork the Byzantines associated victory with. Seating was segregated by status, with VIPs being in the front row, which were marble seats, and everyone else sitting on wooden benches behind them. Although definite number of seating is arguable, the Hippodrome could seat approximately 30 to 60,000 people. The Hippodrome was used for other public events such as parades and public executions, but the most popular was a sporting event known as the chariot races. These chariot races were put into 3 different categories: youths, which were under 17, young men between the ages of 17 and 23, and men over the age of 23. The charioteers were separated into teams, separated by color: blue, green, red, and white. The colors had no significance. It was just easier for civilians to place bets and to sport each charioteer by wearing the colors. The winner of the sport was considered hero and given a wide range of wealth.
Theodora was born in 497 AD and was empress to the Byzantine Empire. She took the stage as an actress to support the family, but later on converted, renouncing her former career and lifestyle. Theodora then met Justinian in 522, who was at the time heir to the throne. Theodora was empress of the Byzantine Empire from 527 AD to 548 AD. She greatly influenced her husband, Justinian's political decisions, and her powerful husband, Justinian, always listened to her advice regarding these political decisions. Theodora and Justinian were known for ruling as intellectual and political equals. Theodora was responsible for much of the reformation of the Byzantium. She is credited with influencing reforms such as expanding divorce rights regarding property ownership to women, as well as rights for women and children. After quelling the revolt, Theodora and Justinian confronted the destruction of important monuments in Constantinople, including the original Hagia Sophia. During her time as empress, Theodora fought for the persecuted. Theodora died in 548, but her influence was apparent in Justinian's subsequent rule. Theodora was one of the most influential women of her time.
Justinian I was the emperor around 527 AD and died around 565 AD. He was known for the Justinian Code, which were mostly based off the old laws and his interpretations. All 4 books that were written were extremely significant as it created the support for the legal systems. Justinian wanted to continue ruling along with the church, and wrote, "There are two great gifts, which God, in his love for man, has granted from on high, the priesthood and the imperial dignity." Eventually, he wanted to take Africa back along with parts of Italy, and his people were in war for about 25 years. He wanted to restore Roman greatness, however, in doing so, costing him all of his money. As he lost money in his treasury, taxes began to rise along with his unpopularity.